ChatGPT to plan a fun 8 hours for me in New York that is low cost or free. So if you want to see what I get into today, stay tuned. Hi friends, if you are new here, I am Stephanie. I'm 51, a wife and mom of 2, and I'm on a solo trip. So if you are not a mom who takes solo trips, we want to change that for you. This trip was part business, part fun. I've actually left yesterday morning at 3:30 in the morning, got here to New York at 8, went to the Bronx to do business for my aunt. I'm managing her estate in New York. Took a bus into Manhattan, and now I got here yesterday about 3:30, checked into the hotel, had to take a little disco nap because your girl can't go like that anymore, and then got up and found some dinner. But today, friends, and then I came back and did some work the rest of the evening in the room. But today, friends, we are going to tour New York City. I asked ChatGPT, and I should be cleaning this room up while I talk because I'm already behind schedule. I asked ChatGPT to create an itinerary for me that starts me back at the hotel, or starts me from the hotel and brings me back to the hotel, because I don't want to carry my backpack with me. I am traveling with just a backpack, friends, because it's only a one-night trip, and I'm trying to be more intentional about packing and not overpacking things. But even that backpack has my back hurting, so I figure I can cover more ground, get to all 4 of the locations today without the backpack, and then back here and on to the train to get to the airport by 4. So you want to know where we're going today? Well, first of all, we're leaving here and going to the Hudson Yards. Don't know what that is, but ChatGPT thinks I like it. And then after that, we are headed to the World Trade Center. And then after that, we're going to take the Staten Island ferry ride, which that is what I'm most excited about because I love being on boats and in the water. And then after that, we're going to walk the Brooklyn Bridge. Then we're going to hightail it back here to grab our backpack from concierge and then head to the airport. So come along with me today. As I do that, I'll provide you some just insights of the locations I end up and whatever I see on the way. If that sounds good, make sure you subscribe and come along. Just gave the front desk my bag, and so here's my plane ticket. We're gonna put that away, and we are first place on our itinerary is the Hudson Yard, and it is a 10-minute walk. So after a brief 10-minute walk to the Hudson Yard, I got to what I thought was an office building. I got to the address that it took me to. And so I was a little disappointed because it just looked like a mall with like lots of office buildings around it. And I was like, why is this place so iconic? So I went to the information desk and I looked up like what there was to do there. So there's 2 main attractions that bring people to Hudson Yard as far as tourism. And I have some notes here, so I'm going to refer to them. So the Ledge is one of them. And the Ledge is the highest outdoor sky deck in the Western Hemisphere. And it is designed to wow. I was like, okay, like let's go check it out. But it was closed. It did not open until 11. And so I was not able to go up on the ledge and to the sky deck. But another structure that they have there is called the Vessel, and it is absolutely breathtaking. The Vessel is one of New York City's most striking landmarks, located right in the heart of Hudson Yards. Designed by British architect Thomas Heathwick, this honeycomb-like structure rises 16 stories high with 154 interconnected staircases, 2,500 steps, and 80 landings. This gives visitors endless viewpoints of the city. Even if you don't climb it, the vessel is an architectural masterpiece that makes for incredible photos and video shots. Surrounded by modern skyscrapers, luxury shops, and public art, it symbolizes the futuristic energy of Hudson Yard. After spending some time looking at the vessel and just kind of walking around it, I then ventured on to take a peek at the actual Hudson shipyard. These shipyards didn't just build boats, they shipped communities. Thousands of workers, many from immigrant families, found steady jobs there. During wartime, production ran around the clock, and the Hudson became vital for transporting troops, supplies, and equipment. Today, most of the shipyards have fallen silent, but traces of their history remain in restored buildings, preserved vessels, and local museums. When you walk along the Hudson, you're not just enjoying a view, you're standing where generations of craftsmen once hammered steel, launched ships, and built the backbone of New York's maritime history. From the Hudson shipyard, I took a brief walk to the subway terminal, and I was just so impressed with how clean the subway terminal was at Hudson Yard, and I just could not get enough of all of the mosaic tiles. The details, the colors, the way the light bounces off of them, it just really added a little poshness to the subway. The subway station wasn't that busy, and my ride was really peaceful. In fact, I thought I was on the wrong spot, but I wasn't, and so I easily made my transfer and continued on and got off at this is 42nd Street, I think. Look how great. Look at that mosaic tile. I just could not get over it. And once I got to my next stop, which was the Oculus, so my train stopped at the Oculus, and I didn't even know what the Oculus was. Um, I thought it was like a completely different museum, but turns out it's just a transportation hub. It is one of New York City's most stunning pieces of architecture, designed by Santiago Calatrava. Hopefully, I didn't butcher that too bad. This is a breathtaking structure. It resembles a soaring white dove in flight. I know, right? Symbolizing peace and rebirth. Inside, you'll find a massive light filled hall with sleek white ribbed like awnings stretching over the ceiling. It has a really modern, like, art gallery feel to it, more than a train station. I was like, where am I? The whole time I was walking through it. The Oculus connects to the PATH trains, multiple subway lines, and even links underground to Brookfield Place. But it is also home to luxury shopping because if you want luxury shopping, New York City is the place. And plenty of spots to grab a quick coffee or a snack while you take in the views. Whether you're passing through like I was to visit the 9/11 Memorial and Museum or just stopping by for photos, the Oculus is a must-see landmark that blends transportation, shopping, and stunning design in the heart of Lower Manhattan. One thing to note about the Oculus is it is super clean. So if you need to go to the bathroom or grab a snack, it is a great place to do so. I popped into a Walgreens and grabbed some mints and a ginger ale because my tummy was hurting. But then I forged on to the World Trade Center Memorial. And if you have not seen it, it is a must see on any New York trip. Just across from the Oculus is the memorial for the World Trade Center. At the heart of the 9/11 memorial, the World Trade Center reflecting pools stand as powerful symbols of remembrance and resilience. Each pool sits in the footprint of the original Twin Towers, framed by cascading waterfalls that create the largest man made waterfalls in North America. The constant flow of water represents both loss and renewal, while the bronze panels surrounding the pools are inscribed with the names of nearly 3,000 victims from September 11, 2001, and the 1993 World Trade Center bombing. The atmosphere here is deeply moving, quiet, reflective, and humbling. Amid the bustling energy of New York City, this space offers a moment of stillness to honor the lives lost and the strength of those who carry their memory forward. Whether you're visiting for the first time or returning again, the reflecting pools are a place that stay with you long after you leave. So it's about 11:30. I'm a little bit ahead of schedule. I am at the World Trade Center reflecting pools, just having a seat, and you can see all of the wonderful people around me. I did find a Walgreens and got some ginger ale, and I did have a piece of chicken because I have not eaten today. So next stop up is I'm going to find some lunch, and then we're going to head to the Staten Island Ferry. I took a side quest across the street to Firehouse 10 to pay tribute to the 343 firefighters and first responders that lost their life responding to the 9/11 attacks on the Trade Center. This is still a functional firehouse, and the staff that works there, the firefighters and first responders, not only serve as a memorial and a testament in the resilience to the city of New York, but they continue to serve the community and honor those who've lost their lives, paying the ultimate sacrifice during the 9/11 attacks. After paying my respects to the fallen of 9/11, I took a quick bus ride over to Battery Park to the Staten Island Ferry Pier. If you're looking for one of the best free experiences in New York City, hop aboard the Staten Island Ferry. This iconic orange ferry runs 24 hours a day, shuttling passengers between Manhattan and Staten Island across the New York Harbor. The ride takes about 25 minutes each way and offers breathtaking, unobstructed views of the Statue of Liberty, Ellis Island, and the stunning Manhattan skyline. The best part, it doesn't cost a dime, making it budget-friendly way to enjoy world-class views. Whether you're a commuter, a first-time visitor, or just someone who loves the water, the Staten Island Ferry is the perfect mix of convenience, history, and scenic beauty. Now, here is a tip that I learned the hard way on the ferry. Grab a spot on the right side of the ferry when leaving Manhattan for the best view of Lady Liberty. I got on the left side, so I did not get to see Lady Liberty, but I did get to see Governor's Island. So, on the route between Manhattan and Staten Island, the Staten Island Ferry passes by Governor's Island and sails close to Ellis Island and Liberty Island, where the Statue of Liberty stands. Now, you cannot get off to go on to Liberty Island, but you will pass very close so that you can get some great snapshots. Inside the terminal, you will find seating, restaurants, and some concessions which you can take on the boat. Okay, travel besties, we are now at the Staten Island ferry, like place where you get on the ferry. I don't know, a terminal. And so I am waiting for the 12:30 ferry. It is completely free, and if you look behind me, back there's where you get on the ferries. And this is just like a place where there's food and restrooms and all that good stuff. And the ferry comes every 30 minutes on the weekdays, and it's completely free to go from here to Staten Island and then back. It's 25 minutes each way, so it should take about an hour, give or take, add on loading and unloading time. So I'm excited about that because normally like tours like this, like I know it's not a tour, but costs, you know, $30, $40, $50. And this is just completely free, an opportunity for me to get some water footage, which I love. So I am going to sit here patiently and wait for the next ferry. I have about 10 minutes. Not sure how many people the ferry holds, but this. So I'm sitting enjoying the ride on the ferry, and if you're enjoying this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. So as we pull away, you get to see the skyline. I actually think that's Brooklyn over there, and it's just a cool ride. On board the actual ferry, there is plenty of seating. It's very utilitarian, so it's not comfortable, but it's a place to sit down. There is a picture of the other ferry, and then when you get to the other side, they know lots of people do this, so there is a quick way to get on the ferry that is boarding. We were very lucky in that they hadn't fully boarded the other ferry, so they were waiting. And then on the way back, I was lucky enough to get on the side that the Statue of Liberty was on, and I got to see these breathtaking views of the Manhattan and Brooklyn skylines. So it was quite frankly the highlight of my day. I found it very relaxing. It was super windy out on the water, but I had just been here in July and paid for a water cruise thing with my kids, and honestly this just would have been good enough because it was only an hour long. We got to have some great selfie moments, and here's me exiting the ferry. So this is the ferry back, so they have the seating's a little different. This ferry seemed to be newer, but nothing special inside, but comfortable seating. There is restrooms, and it is climate controlled. We just exited the Staten Ferry. Super fun, like just a chill vibe. 151, last stop for the day before I head back to the hotel to get my bag, the Brooklyn Bridge. So I am approaching it now. So I made it to the iconic Brooklyn Bridge. Crossing the Brooklyn Bridge is one of the most unforgettable experiences of my New York City day. Stretching just over a mile, this historic suspension bridge links Manhattan and Brooklyn with sweeping views of the East River, the Statue of Liberty way off in the distance, and the sparkling Manhattan skyline. Now, I walked from Manhattan to Brooklyn only about halfway. But then the walk back from Brooklyn towards Manhattan, that is where you are going to get those iconic postcard Instagram image photos of the Manhattan skyline. So my suggestion is that you walk halfway or all the way if you prefer, turn around and walk back so that you can get the Manhattan skyline. As you walk across, you'll notice the bridge's iconic Gothic stone towers and the intricate web of steel cables that make it one of the most photographed landmarks in the world. The pedestrian walkway sits above the traffic lanes, giving
I
you the
have made
perfect
it to the
vantage
Brooklyn
point of the
Bridge, the
photos.
fourth
I
stop
will
on
say
my
that if you are not
ChatGPT
a
tour
wood
of
roller
New York
coaster
today.
girly,
I'm not
which
going to
I
walk all
am
the way
not,
across because
the
there's a
wood, the
dumpling place that
bridge
I want to
is
stop
made
at
of
on
wood,
the way
and you
back.
can
And
feel the
the girl's
trucks and
exhausted
traffic
and she needs to
vibrating the
save her
bridge.
stay. But
Of
I did
course,
make
because it
it.
has some tension, and it
And
kind of
you
freaked
guys,
me out.
I'm a half
That was
hour
another reason I
before
only went
schedule.
halfway. 2:06. My friends, your girl is exhausted. So I think what I'm going to do now is find some dumplings. I know I've been talking about dumplings the whole video, and head it back to the hotel. And then I'll check in with you guys there. I secured the dumplings. So I looked for a place that was close to my hotel. I didn't have time to go to Chinatown, but I did find this place, Stick to My Pot, and they have all types of pot stickers. They are making them right in front of you. So if you're ever in New York, you need to check it out. If I had one word to describe today, it would be magical. I was able to map out my whole day with timestamps, train information, and walking directions using ChatGPT. So, if you're a solo traveler like me who can get turned around with directions or mapping things out, ChatGPT is a great free tool that you can use to map out your day. And what a day it's been exploring New York City, from strolling across the Brooklyn Bridge and taking in those skyline views to the quiet reflection that I experienced at the World Trade Center Memorial. Every moment told a different story about this incredible city. I got to experience the energy of Hudson Yards, ride the subway through its stunning mosaics, and even catch the breeze on the Staten Island ferry with Lady Liberty watching over. New York is the kind of place where every step feels like an adventure, history, culture, food, and endless city energy all packed into one forgettable day. Today was simply magical for me, and I cannot wait to do it again. Thanks for following along on my NYC journey. Until the next adventure, keep exploring, keep discovering, and keep doing stuff with Steph. Be sure to like and follow for more travel content.